Good day, Ma'am Rubijan Casas. My name is Remark Iskatiil from BE Scream 1F. So in this video, I will discuss the following: Jail and Prison Organization of the Philippines, types of jails, and classifications of prisoners. So, Jail and Prison Organization of the Philippines. In the Philippines, there is a distinction between a jail and prison. A jail is defined as a place of confinement for inmates under investigation or undergoing trial or serving short-term sentences. It is differentiated from the term prison, which refers to the national prisons or penitentiaries managed and supervised by the Bureau of Corrections, an agency under the Department of Justice. So in addition, the meaning of jail and prison, and the next is their differences. I will discuss it. So in jail, it is the place for locking the person for minor offenses, to serve a short-term sentences, or for confinement of persons who are awaiting trial or investigation of their cases. While in prison, it is the institution for convicted offenders who have been sentenced to more than 3 years in prison. Sometimes, we think that they are both the same. No, they are truly different each other. So let's differentiate the jail and prison. So in jail, it is administered by the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology under the Department of Interior and local government, while in prison, it is administered by the Department of Justice under the Bureau of Corrections. So in jail, the highest position is called Chief. In other hand, prison, the highest rank is called Director General. Another in jail, the highest rank is called Director, while in the highest rank of Bucor is Under Secretary. So in jail, we have Officer in Charge or OIC, called Warden if male and Wardina or Wardress if female. And in prison, the Officer in Charge or OIC is called Superintendent or Female Superintendent. Lastly, the duration of jail sentences is 3 years below, while in prisons have duration as more than 3 years. Types of jails. So there are 5 jails include provincial, district, city, and municipal jails, managed and supervised by the provincial government and the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology or BGMP, respectively, which are both under the Department of Interior and local government. Municipal and city prisoners are committed to municipal, city or district jails managed by the BGMP. A district jail is a cluster of small jails, each having a monthly average population of 10 or less inmates, and is located in the vicinity of the court, where the imposable penalty for the crime committed is more than 6 months, and the same was committed within the municipality. The offender must serve his or her sentence in the provincial jail, which is under the office of the governor, where the penalty imposed exceeds 3 years. The offender shall serve his or her sentence in the penal institution of the Bucor. So, question number 3. Classification of jail prisoners. So, there are 4 classes of prisoners. First is the insular or national prisoner. Those who were sentenced to serve a prison term over 3 years or to pay a fine or more than 1,000 pesos or both fine and imprisonment. Those sentenced to suffer a term of over 3 years imprisonment but appealed judgment and unable to file a bond for their temporary liberty. So in number 2, city prisoners. Those who were sentenced to suffer an imprisonment of less than 3 years or to pay a fine of not more than 1,000 pesos or both. And also it includes those who were detained who cases were filed with the MTC and those whose cases are cognizable by the RTC and under the preliminary investigation. RTC means the regional trial courts and MTC is the municipal trial courts means. So number 3, provincial prisoners. Those persons sentenced to suffer a term of imprisonment from 6 months and 1 day to 3 years, or a fine but not more than 1,000 pesos or both. Those detained while waiting for preliminary investigation of their cases cognizable by the RTC original trial courts. So number 4, municipal prisoners, those confined to serve an imprisonment of not more than 6 months. Those detained therein whose trials of their cases are pending with the MTC or Municipal Trial Court in cities. So there are 3 types of detained. First is that those undergoing investigation. Second is those awaiting or undergoing trial. And third, those awaiting final judgment. So there are 4 classification of prisoners according to degree of security. So first, the super maximum prisoners. So it is the special group of prisoners composed to incorrigible and intractable and highly dangerous persons who are source of constant disturbance even in maximum security prison. So they wear orange color of uniform. So second is the maximum security prisoners. A group of prisoners whose escape could be dangerous to the public or to the security of the state. It consists of the constant troublemakers but not as dangerous as the super maximum security prisoners. Their movements are restricted and they are not allowed to work outside the institution but rather assigned to industrial shops within the prison compound. And they wear orange color of uniform. And third is the medium security prisoners or camps Sampaguita. So those who can be trusted in open condition and pose lesser danger than maximum security prisoners in case they escape. And also it consists of prisoners who may be allowed to work outside the fence or walls of the penal institution under the guard or with escorts. So they wear blue color of uniform. So lastly, minimum security prisoners. Camp Bukang Liwayway. A group of prisoners who can be reasonably trusted to serve sentence under open conditions. A group of prisoners who can be trusted to report to their work. Assignments without the presence of guards. They wear brown color of uniform. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.